Hi everyone, hope you're having a great Sunday. This is Michelle Salcho coming to you from outside of Nashville, Tennessee. And oh my gosh, I couldn't decide what to do today. We're in that funny period where the holiday catalog is retiring and the mini catalog is coming, celebration is coming. There's so many exciting things. And so I just kind of took stock of the things that I had that I haven't really played with and decided I would start there. I have one more class before I am through with card classes for the year. I'm looking forward to a super exciting 2020. We're going to do a few things differently. We're actually going to start out with a scrapbooking class on the third Saturday of each month. So we won't start Christmas cards right off in January. We'll give ourselves a little bit of a break before we get started. But it's been an amazing year doing Christmas cards every month and not stressing. I have enough cards made so I can send out to my customers and our family and friends. And I hope you're feeling the same, that you're not stressed about this. It's hard enough not to stress about the shopping and the wrapping and even the decorating the dang tree. If you're friends with us, then you may know that we got a new kitten a month or so ago, and she really likes the tree. She'd like to live in the tree, and she is, whatever she's doing, climbing the tree, whatever, she's causing needles to fall off all the time. And so we didn't put any ornaments up. I had one box open and I put a few up that I felt like could survive her or a fall or anything. So there are a few ornaments up and the lights are on it, but I didn't want to stress about her being in the tree, and so I'm not. But anyway, so after next Thursday's class, I'll be busy playing with all of the stamp sets. So, whoops, wrong way. So the stamp sets that you see behind me are from the new mini catalog. And I've got new papers and new die cuts and all kinds of fun things that I'm anxious to get my hands on. But I wanted to wrap up a few holiday projects before. So I'm just going to make sure that I am where I am, and then I'm going to jump over and show you the projects that I have. And it looks like I am where I am. I don't see any comments yet. Let me move this so that I can see if anybody jumps on. I think that Sunday afternoon is not the best time to do a Facebook Live in terms of what everybody has going on. And of course, a part of that is just this time of year. But so we may evaluate that time in the new year as well. But anyway, I want to point the camera down and show you something I've been playing with today. It's not something that we're going to finish together, but I decided that I needed to play with I don't even know what the suite is called. Let me find it. So it's in the Christmas catalog. Oh, shoot, the holiday catalog. My Tic Tacs just hit the ground. So it's the Night Before Christmas suite. So it's on page 24. It starts on page 24 of your catalog. And it has all of these great things in it. It has this Memories and More card pack, which I had made a few cards with and then set it aside. The Night Before Christmas Memories and More cards and envelopes, which I just ordered. The Night Before Christmas 6x6 designer paper. And we've used a little bit of that. And then this beautiful striped ribbon and the stamp set and the dies. And really, it's only in the last couple of weeks that I have been playing with this at all. And so today I decided that I was going to pull out the Memories and More pack, make some cards, think about scrapbooking layouts and such. So I found this little sampler today. Patty Bennett had this pictured in her, I found it on Pinterest, and Patty Bennett had posted it. And so I thought this was so cool. So I started with a piece of 12 by 12 real red. She didn't have any instructions that I really saw, but it was easy enough to tell what she had going on. So I cut down my 12 by 12 red because there's actually a white piece that goes behind this to give it one more layer. Then we've got some sparkle glimmer paper, a doily, and then everything else is either from the Memories and More pack or the paper, the Designer Series paper. So how cool is that? You just cut up a few of them. And this Memories and More pack is really cool because so there's 6 sticker sheets and they're all the same. So you get to make multiples. You don't have to feel like, sometimes I hoard my stickers that come with my Memories and More packs because I'm like, oh, I don't know that I really want to commit this to just this one project. I may want to use it for something else. So you've got 6 sheets. You can use them. Go ahead and use them. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then all of the cards, so there are 3x4 and 3x4 and 4x6 cards that come with the pack, and you get 5 of each design, right? 5, 6, 2, 4. I guess 6 because here's the 6th one. So one side has these holly berries, the other side has this postcard to Santa, and then everything, happy everything, merry always. I cut that up. See, I used the words here, and I used the package over here. The tree I used here. I did do a little fussy cutting here, I confess. So I fussy cut the Santa's hat from this one, We Believe in Santa. So I cut out the Santa's hat here, and then We Believe in Santa is up here. And then you've got this just pattern on the other side. So I'm going to make some cards after I get the live video done and I get this put into place. I'm going to use these and make some more Christmas cards, thank you cards, things like that. Aren't they pretty? I love the colors. I'm running out of space over here. Doesn't matter how big the space is I start with, I always end up with about a 4-inch space I can work with. So here's the Santa, and I cut out the Santa here, and the other side is 'Tis the Season. I cut out 'Tis the Season, but this background is not this paper, because this paper has a pretty peacock background, and this has navy. The navy is in the Designer Series paper. And then Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. So what a great title for a scrapbook layout. And then this too. This would be a super cool little journal or title area as well. And then Ho 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 on that side. And then this is actually what I have in this bottom right corner. So I'm super excited to get this put together. I think it's really cute. And guys, I've got enough here. I could make 1, 2, at least 2 more, plus some cards. So I think that's lots of fun. I can't wait. So here are the Memories and More cards and envelopes that you get. So they've got this fun little festive star background on them. They're white on the inside. And then the envelopes, I think this is cool. They're kind of vanilla with both like cherry cobbler and real red. No, real red, sorry, cherry cobbler, poppy parade, and very vanilla are the colors that this is. I did not use poppy parade. I do have poppy parade, but I might, before I glue that down, see how that looks. But anyway, and then here's the Designer Series paper. So just, I don't know, looks very 70s for me. What I think of for the 70s anyway. Really cool papers. So I'm going to very carefully set this aside because these are not our projects. I'm going to do that after the video. So hold on a second while I find a space. The only available space is way across the room on the floor. I've been busy. Put this over here. Gotta make sure that naughty little cat doesn't get in here. So that was one thing that I hadn't played with. The other thing that I hadn't played with, and this is all retiring. So the stamp set, the framelits, the ribbon, all of this is retiring. And some of it may even be sold out at this point. I did not have time to check the inventory list. I'll try and add that to the comments if it is. The other thing that I have not played with, and I think I'm going the wrong way, is some really pretty paper with photograph-like images here. So this feels like Frost Sweet. Now, I only bought the paper and the ribbon, the crystal effects, and the glitter. So I didn't buy the stamp set or the framelits with that. They are retiring. The paper is going to come back in the fall catalog of 2020, which I think is super cool. The ribbon is carrying over to the big annual catalog, and so is the shimmery crystal effects, which is buried somewhere on my desk. But anyway, I wanted to get out this paper and do something with it today. So that's what we're going to do because, oh wait, guys, look what I just found. Not so buried after all, was it? Well, it was buried. I just uncovered it and didn't realize it. So here is the shimmery crystal effects. I'm going to use that next week in the class on Thursday. We're going to create some window. I apologize if there's a glare on this black mat. I needed this to lay out that sampler a little bit. Okay, so let me grab my paper. So look, this is how little I have played with this. So one side has all this silver, very, very cool, and the other side has these like, photograph images. Aren't they lovely? So we're going to take some of these and make some cards. We're going to stamp directly on this paper and make some fun cards. All right, so let me get back to my cheat sheet, which would be the photos that I snagged earlier, right? And, oh, you know, I've got these sitting right here. Let me just show these and then I can get them out of the way too. So these are the cards that we made in our birthday class yesterday. So, well, that one doesn't count. It was going to be a birthday card, but we, I had a customer specifically ask for Christmas themed birthday cards because, you know, we do have people that have birthdays in December at Christmas. Hardin is turning 12 on Wednesday, so 1 week before Christmas. So I know for a fact that they do exist. So that's how we ended up with using the toile here on this one. And then the penguins, guys, the penguins are retiring and they are super cute. So I just said, you're so cool. Nothing warms the heart quite like a good friend. So it wouldn't have to be a birthday card, but I thought that was super cute. Jackie, starts with a B. Bolhuis, I think is her name that I saw that from. Jessica. Darn, I'm really not doing very good with names today. But anyway, so I saw some of these designs online, and I know this one was Ange McKay with so many stars. This one was kind of fussy, had a lot of pieces that I was working with here, but isn't it pretty? And then we went really kind of funny with this one and said, happy birthday, at least you'll always be younger than me. So, all right. And then this one, guys, I'm still using this Magnolia paper. It looks kind of crooked as I open it. It didn't look so crooked yesterday. And then this one too, I thought we would put a happy birthday here, but they decided that they wanted to go ahead and do one as a Merry Christmas. So those were the cards for yesterday's birthday. We'll pick that up on the third Saturday in January. All new products for that class. Okay, so let's find some of these patterns. I'm going to kind of separate these out because I had a few samples in mind, and I know I want to use this one. I mean, that almost looks like the center. Maybe it is the center of a flower. I think it's actually a pine cone and pine branches. You know, we don't get to see this much in Tennessee. So, I just love this. But I'm working with navy and Seaside Spray. So I don't want that one. Maybe that one. Although you could really pull in some gorgeous purples with it. Just going to set that there. Aren't these so, so pretty? I can just hear you oohing and awing from where I am. Right? I'm actually going to pull out a new and exciting product just here to my right. I don't know that you can see it. This little mini trimmer, so awesome for working with 6x6, these 6x6 papers, or if you're making, if you're scrapbooking and cutting up photos. So, so awesome. So let's just start with this one. This first one is going to have a navy background, navy card base. So let me find it. I think I have one already cut. And I do. Alright, so here it is. So my card base is already cut, 4 1/4 by 11, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. And then I need a white base to go under it. And see, if I'd been smart, I would have already cut a bunch of white. So Chris Colley, great to see you. I hope you had fun at the Silver Elite event. You guys were all pretty smiley, so I'm guessing it was a great time. Can't wait to get my goodies and pretend that I'm there with you. And then, all right. You know, I just wasn't even paying attention as I was cutting that. I think I got it right. So I'm using the new large trimmer to cut down my 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock to the pieces that I need. And then I'm going to use this new mini trimmer for the rest. Now the mini trimmer is available right now for current demonstrators, or demonstrators who join could include this in their starter kit. And it's going to come with this little trimmer as well as a sample of different cardstocks. Okay, here's my sample. So here is the sample of the cardstock that is going to come. So 48 pieces of 6x6 cardstock to give you a sample of what the Designer Series papers are. If you join in January during Celebration, you'll actually get this little trimmer, and that set of DSP free will come with your kit. So that's always exciting. All right, so this piece. So my card base, and actually this is going to go kind of a funny way because it's going to end up opening this way, which normally is not the way people do this, but I'm not normal, so I'm okay with it. So this is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So my white layer is then, I took 1/4 off, right? So it is 5 by 4, and then I want this piece to be 4, let's see, this is 5 1/4, so this is going to be just 1/4 off. All right, so I need it to be just a little bit longer, right? Okay, because I've got to do math if I'm going to do it this way. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't do hard math right now. I need it to be just a little bit wider because I'm going to come down and cut this down to, so the white is 5 1/4. I swear math is really not this hard for me. You know, okay. So cut that down to just over 5, and then I need this to be 4. All right, let's see if I got this right. Whew, that really was hard. Okay. All right, let's you set over there for a second. Okay, so here's how it is going to layer up. And we are going to stamp in navy right in this area this super, super awesome stamp set. It's actually a host stamp set, so you cannot get this unless you have an order that totals $150. So you could get that as a host, or you could get that if your individual order totals that much. All right, and I need a piece of scrap paper, so we're going to call that there. So I'm not quite sure how inked my navy is, but I want a really strong image. So I could pull out the Stamparatus and test it, use it and stamp over and over, and we might still do that. It's looking pretty good. Well, but I love this large greeting. Looks like it's pretty well stamped, inked up. And hopefully that was kind of straight. I'm not known for that. Well, for one, yeah, I'm not quite sure that that's straight. Could just be the way that the landscape is. You know what? It's still pretty and fast. And look at this beautiful silver on the other side. Because I don't get things straight the first time, I almost always use this Tombow glue because it gives me a few seconds to wiggle it around and pretend like I can tell that it's straight at that point. So I'm hoping that we'll have a good turnout next Thursday for card class. It's the last one of the year, the last class of the year. We will make 4 all-occasion cards. Sorry, 4 designs. You'll make 2 of each. So it'll be a nice break from whatever is happening at your house to come over here and stamp some cards with me. And then I'm thinking we need to do a thank you. Some thank you cards. Okay. Not perfect, but I think it's really, really pretty. Perfection is overrated. Alright, so let's see what else we have. Alright, since I've got this stamp set already out, let's pull another one of these. Oh, you know what they did this one on? Alright, hang tight, because I have this over here. So they used these silver foil envelopes and cards. So silver foil edged cards and envelopes. And get how big this is. So here I go again, trying to do math. So it must be 5 by 3 3/4 on the inside. All right. So I need to take off and this way. I'm going to take an inch. Why can't I figure it out? Oh, you know what's giving me the hard time? It's because on that other trimmer, I don't have the inch going to the right. That's what my struggle is. All right, so I got that down to 5. Now take this to 3 3/4. And then this is going to fit inside that foil edge. So how awesome is this? Just really quick card making. So for these last minute cards, so say you don't quite have as many as you thought you did. I think Sally was saying she needed to make a few more after we finished up our classes. And this one lovely. Now I'm going to close this up because all kinds of liable to get ink everywhere. And then that's just going to fit right in there. I was going to have to ask where my glue was. This week we had a Christmas party for my team. There were some photos. You might have seen the hot pink leg warmers that my friend Susan gave me. I am cold-natured, always cold, I freely admit it. And my friends know this. So when we went to Michigan in November, I had on leg warmers. They weren't especially beautiful, but they were functional, and they helped Susan find me in the crowd. So, unless you're above average height, it's easy enough to lose your friends in the crowd. Oh my gosh, how pretty is that? I'm loving that. All right, so then there's one. Hold on. Let's see what other patterns. Oh, okay. This one's really pretty. So they have. Now I gotta get the hang of this little trimmer because I want to use it for way more than just photo trimming. I know I can use it for cutting these little pieces. I just have to figure out. Hold on, please. All right, 3. There's this one. Then this way. So pretty. And this is using that foil edged as well. And so wow. So many here. Okay. I think, oh gosh, these guys are jumping around in here. They're having a party. Not where you go. That's my challenge. I like this thinking of you at Christmas. So kind of a reminder that this is not a joyful time for everyone. So since I'm only working with one ink color, I'm not cleaning my stamp after each time. And I do put my stamp intentionally cockeyed on the block because some very wise stamper told me that that would help my eye follow the line of the stamp and not the line of the block. We're going to do some of this silver too. So these would make some lovely sets, card sets for next year's, oh my gosh, craft fair. Gosh, super, super pretty. All right, I'm just cranking them out here. Now this one is really pretty. Oh, I should tell you, I'm looking at a pinned post by Patty. I can't see her last name. Her first name is Patty. So this is one of the ones that looks more purple. I don't know if that's it or not. I don't think it's this one. It doesn't matter though, does it? This one is purple. I'll look for either one. Right, so again, we'll cut this 3 3/4 this way. So I suppose it could be pretty darn boring if you're just watching me really throw together these cards so fast. And I really didn't intend to do all of these. This is just where my screen stopped. So I'm going to grab this ribbon. Now I talk a lot about cheater bows in my classes, right? And this is what I'm talking about. Where I take the ribbon like this, and then I cut another piece. So 2 pieces. And one of them, so I'll pick up some glue dots. Okay, so some mini glue dots. I should stamp on this before I do that. Another block. There's a block. Wishing you peace and love all year long. And it is right in the middle. So this stamp set is one that is in the annual catalog called Merry Christmas to All. And it's got gorgeous grape. And I'm going to put a silicone mat under this just to give it a little cushion. Clean. Does your chamois look like my chamois? Alright, so now I want a blue dot on each end. Place that way. So this is the benefit of a grid or grid paper. Let's make it this kind of lined up. So this is a cheater bow. So I never get the right tension any other way. So with a cheater bow, I've got that tied around. Then I'll put it down on my card, and I'll do the rest of the bow. So, and then this piece just slides under, and I tie a knot. Those are not my thing. I'll just trim it a little bit. There we go. So we've been live for 35 minutes so far. We've made 4 really quick cards. So I'm going to jump away from the silver foil and go back to my navy and Suicide Spray that I wanted to do. Oh, there's a gorgeous one with the die cut from from the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas Santa's sleigh and his reindeer. And oh, come on. That one's getting so much juice. I think we're going to use this one. Is it really dark enough? I should use this one. Well, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Alright, so this is going to have a navy card base and then a white layer, and so this is the 3rd layer. So it is going to be, so the card base is 4 1/4, and then 4. So this is going to be 3 3/4, and then so 5 1/2, 5 1/2, 5 1/4, and then 5. Okay, and then I need a navy card base. This one, so I'm going to score this at 5 1/2, save myself an extra arm movement here. Score it first, and then when I cut it at 4 1/4, my 2 card bases are ready to go. So it's all about being efficient. Oops, put that over there. I have this lovely hook right here because the new trimmer has a nice place to hang it up. There's a hook. It's going to go like this, and hopefully this will show. So I've used that Thinking of You at Christmas I got from the Itty Bitty Christmas stamp set. And there's a whole series of Itty Bitty. There's Itty Bitty Greetings, Itty Bitty Birthday, and now Itty Bitty Christmas. And then we're jumping back to the stamp set from the annual catalog. That's too big for that block. Obviously a well-loved block or stamp, right? It's very red. Get this silicone matte. Silicone matte, awesome for when you're working with glue, as well as giving your photopolymer stamps a little bit of cushion. Now, anybody want to confess how far they are with their cards or with their shopping? My cards need to be addressed, but they are finished. My shopping, I'm just not sure. So I love this. May the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. And that, I don't know, from a distance it's okay. I'd never be able to line it up again to ink it again here. That one would have been a great one to do on the Stamparatus or to stamp down here. So I think that I've kind of blown it on that side. So let's just turn it over because I don't think it's dark enough. And we'll just do it on the striped side. And try not to smear it. Okay, so didn't give a real strong stamp on the foil itself. So I think stamping on this side, emboss. Okay, use some Versamark and clear emboss. So, okay, we're going to set that one aside and try again. Let's use this one. This is a gorgeous one. All right. So I'm going to cut. I want this to be, which side? This to be a little bit more. So, okay. I don't want to completely cut this pine cone off, so pour that way. And then take a quarter off the other side. And then this way. Take 3, right? Everybody keeping score? I brought the re-inker out in case my navy needed to be re-inked, but I don't think the ink is the issue. I think it's user. And I work in IT, so I can say that. Yes, much, much better. That's just what that needed. So I love that. Gorgeous snowflakes on this side. Oops. It's awesome when you have beautiful paper to work with. It makes creating beautiful, fast cards really easy. Anybody could do what I'm doing with these cards. Now, this would also need a liner on the inside, these navy card bases, so that you've got a place to write your message. So be sure you do that. You can always stamp a message in there as well. I love that. All right, let's see what else I had. I did that one. Okay, I might have to do that one and post it later. The one with Santa's sleigh. Okay, this one uses that same paper, and it is cut. So, all right, let's see if I can figure this out. All right. So I want this part to be 3 3/4. All right. So I don't want it quite up that high, so I'm going to come in like this. 3 3/4. All right, bear with me. I'm going to take off this line like this. Let's take off an inch. There's my inch. So that's 5 going that way. And now I need Just going to take off bits and pieces until I get it away. There. Now I want this to be oh, nice. Okay. And that Thinking of You at Christmas, I think I already put it up. Let me get it back out. Let's do that. And this time, I'm just going to use a navy. I need a navy liner. Let's see. So, use a Seaside Spray base, and that's a liner. So this needs to be Seaside Spray. And it is going to open top to bottom. So we're going to score it at 4 1/4. And then we'll cut it at 5 1/2. And we'll put these two together. And then we're going to add some ribbon. Lovely. Another cheetah bow. And I rarely use a bow itself because it adds bulk to the card, which would be really difficult to mail. And I mail more cards than I give away. I'm just going to eyeball this. Oops. I'm going to wish that was on my silicone mat. So lovely. Here's this piece. So this is the shimmer ribbon that's part of this suite, and it is carrying over. This ribbon, remember, it's going to retire January 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, and then come back in September. Oops. Okay. So there you have it. We made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in under an hour, just under 50 minutes, or right at 50 minutes. So card making can be beautiful and fast and and just gorgeous. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. I'm going to get back to my Twas the Night Before Christmas and work on some making some cards, some fast cards with the Memories and More pack as well. And I'll have to post those later. And then finish up that sampler. I'll let you know whether the verdict is that it should be Poppy Parade or Real Red. Thanks for being here today, and I hope you're having a great weekend. And come stamp with me soon. Hey, Sally, good to see you. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.